elements like? Mac, what was that like?
Yeah, they were what they were, and I think for the offensive line to do what they did was incredible, and they deserve all the credit in the world. And Josh for calling the plays that he called, knowing the environment, and knowing that we knew that we were going to be able to run the ball. And the running backs ran hard, Ramondre, Damian, and Bees. So you couldn't ask for better effort from those guys. And yeah, it was just a crazy game to be a part of. But we knew if we didn't turn the ball over, we'd be good. So it was just a weird day. But at the end of the day, you just get more points than the other team, and it's a great day.
You got a chance to see Damian Harris 64 yards.
Yeah.
What did you see as he broke through?
Yeah, that was a great hole, and he just squirted through there, and he was gone, and nobody was catching him, not even any of us trying to celebrate. And then we did a great job getting back to the huddle and everyone getting down there for the 2-point play, and then getting 8 points early in the game. So that was just a great team effort for the offensive line to run down there and get back to the huddle. It was great.
How difficult was it to throw?
Yeah, it was difficult. I think one way was probably easier than the other, but I mean, I haven't seen that much wind probably ever, but it's just a learning experience, and if I could practice in it, once a week, that would be awesome. So hopefully we'll get a chance to throw into the wind like we do in practice. But like I said, just hats off to the offensive line for doing what they did, knowing that we're going to run the ball and just putting their nose in there every play and making it happen was incredible. I've never been a part of something like that, so that was really cool.
Mac, was that something that you guys game planned or to run the ball pretty much exclusively, or is that something that adjusted sort of got here today?
Yeah, I think we run the plays that are called, and we had a game plan, and obviously that changes a little bit with the elements. But at the end of the day, I think we had the looks that we were looking for to run the ball, and we just kept doing it. So, like I said, offensive line created the holes, and those guys did some tough running. Not even to mention the receivers getting in there to block too. So everyone played a role, and it was just great to watch and see everyone just have that effort.
You mentioned about the elements. When you got up for warm-ups, did you realize it was windier than maybe that you thought it was going to be as you were coming into the game?
I mean, we knew it was going to be windy. I mean, it's just you can't control it. There's no on and off switch. But you can just go out there and have the right mindset and just understand that everything's not going to be perfect. And, I don't think there will be a game like that, in a long time. But when it is, you can't control it. And you just got to go out there and do your job. And for us to be able to run the ball the way we did was incredible. And then the defense stepping up and making the plays when they had to make the plays against a really good offense. It was just a good team effort.
What's the fewest number of passes you've run the game before this?
Yeah, I don't even know, honestly. I mean, I'm just trying to win, so it was good that we scored more than the other team, and we did a great job on offense. Josh just staying calm and just calling the plays that he knew that would work, and it took all 11 guys, and, it doesn't matter how many times you run it or throw it, as long as we win, everyone's going to be happy.
Mac, at what point did you know it would be as it was? Like, did you guys have a plan well before you got to the stadium, or was it once you got to the stadium that you figured out?
Yeah, Josh, I mean, he has a plan for everything, every game, so he thinks about the A, B, C, D all the way through. So he has a plan for everything, and we talked it through, and we just had to go out there and have a good operation and just be super definitive in where I was putting the mic and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, you got to get a hat on a hat, and I know that we ran the ball. If we did that, we had positive plays.
Matt, did you come away from this game that much more impressed with your coaching staff for making all those adjustments on the fly and kind of winning a weird chess match?
Yeah, I mean, it takes a village, and the coaches, they've been in a lot of games like this, and Coach Belichick and Coach Josh, they've been in every type of element there is, and they know what it takes to win. So I think we knew if we just held onto the ball, we'd be okay. And when we do that this year, we're like 93% win. So we just got to continue to do that.
About that locker room over there, earlier in the year, we've done a lot of these post games, it never sounded like that, but it
Yeah.
sounds like you guys are really feeling something having fun.
Oh yeah, that was great. I mean, just to come in here in a hostile environment and with great fans everywhere, it was just incredible to see the team effort, offense, defense, special teams, in a game like this. It's something that we'll never forget, for many years from now. And we do get to play these guys again, and they're a great team. So it's not the end of the world. We got to keep moving on and get healthy, as they're yelling. Get healthy and just be ready to go.
It's really good to come in here and win. So, make no mistake about it, Buffalo's a really good football team. They're well coached. They got a lot of good players, and they play hard and they're tough. But good to get the win. Really proud of our players. These guys did a good job on all three units. We played kind of the way we felt like we needed to play to win, and in the end, scored enough points. It was a lot of situational football that I thought we, for the most part, handled fairly well, and just got to give the players a lot of credit for just being tough, being disciplined, being resilient, and dealing with a really good football team, and conditions that were somewhat challenging. So good to get the win. Time to move on.
So you like with this game and the way your guys adjusted and made plays? Well, you like what it says about their character?
Yeah, I've never had any question about that.
Bill, at what point did you guys know you're going to have such a run-heavy approach? Was that the plan all week, or was that something that you?
No. We didn't know what it was going to be. But that's the way it worked out on look, Josh did a good job throwing the ball out there today, and it's not easy. I thought he did a pretty good job. So not that he had a career day or anything, but it was tough conditions. But he slung it in there pretty good, made some really good throws.
Bill, can you just describe for us what the wind was like? Was it blowing goalpost to goalpost from your right to left, I guess, pretty much the entire time?
Well, it was swirling, but yeah, it was basically blowing towards the tunnel from our bench to their bench, so kind of catty corners. Like it blows in Gillette from the lighthouse down to the closed end, about the same thing. But it was definitely swirling and kicking up at the closed end to the right of our bench was tough.
Phil, is it hard from a coaching perspective to be that patient and just stick with it on that launch and not be tempted to try and throw it in those conditions?
No, I don't know. Let's try to do what think's best to help the team win.
How similar was this one to the last game in 2008?
Oh, that was a lot worse.
This was a lot worse?
No, that was a lot worse. Yeah, way worse.
What does it say about your offensive line that kind of the Bills knew you were going to run the ball and you still had some success running the ball today?
Yeah, I mean, everybody, really tried to do a good job there. The offensive line, the tight ends, the receivers, they're blocking force all day. Poyer and Hyde, those guys are blitzing. Johnson, those guys were all blitzing. And obviously the backs ran well. Damian had a big run. Andre ran well. Brandon, had a couple of big carries for us as well. So, Mac had a bunch of key sneaks. It's just, again, good offensive, good job offensively. Josh made a couple good adjustments in the running game, like he always does, and that definitely helped us too. So, we felt confident in it and stuck with it.
Bill, how, if at all, did the weather affect defending Josh Allen when he had the wind at his back versus when they were throwing into the wind?
Yeah, I mean, you got to cover him.
Bill, what went into the decision to put Nikhil back there at return today?
Yeah, we're ball handling.
When you guys lost the coin toss, did it feel like a win because you were able to get the win in the fourth quarter?
Things you have control over, you have control over. The things you don't. So just play the game. They make their decisions, we make our decisions, and it all evens out in the end.
But we've heard players say in the past, a good gauge of a team's toughness is how they run the ball, stop and run, and cover kicks. How would you describe your team's toughness?
Yeah, well, I mean, over a season, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs in that kind of statement, but it's always good to be able to do those things. So.
Bill, you guys were 2-4. Now you're 9-4 heading into the bye. Just how proud are you of your team of turning things around this season?
Yeah, we got a big one against Indianapolis, and they're obviously a good football team. So turn our sights to them, and not really worried about what happened in the past. Just get ready for Indianapolis, and they're tough. You know, that'd be a tough matchup for us. So we'll have a big challenge out there.
Take the final question. Bill, have you ever been part of a game where you've thrown this little 3 or 4 times? High school, college, anything you remember? Pro?
Yeah, I don't know. We didn't throw the ball much in high school. All right, thank you.